Nelly Korda here at the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions. Nelly, how does it feel to kind of kick off the 2025 season here again at Lake Nona?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite events of the year, getting to play alongside celebrities, former athletes. So it's a really fun and unique event, and no better way to start off the year than also playing so close to home.
And just take us through the off season. What'd you do? What'd you work on? Anything fun?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't finish playing until the 22nd of December, played with my dad, so that was a nice way to finish off the year, and then put the clubs away just for a little bit for that last week in December, and then started practicing again, with a bit of a quick turnaround, but didn't really practice on anything too specific. Tried to dial in the driver a little bit more, the QI35, which I'm going to put in play this week for the first time. So just a little bit of like equipment changes, but yeah, other than that, not really anything.
Cool. All right, we'll go ahead and open up to media in here before opening up on the Zoom. Anyone want to start?
Nelly, you have kind of the latest finish of any player on tour because of the PNC. Mm-hmm. You have had the chance to get a little bit extra break with the change in schedule this year. Was that beneficial in terms of getting a chance to reset?
As in moving this tournament 1 week back? Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice whenever you do get a little bit of time off, especially around the holidays when kind of everyone's home. So spend some time with family. But, I only I took 7 days off after, so that was kind of my off season, was 7 days. But I will not be going to Asia this year, so I'll have a little bit of time off there as well.
It almost sounds like this is almost a continuation of the end of 2024, and then you'll have your off season.
No, I mean, obviously, I was happy that we didn't play last week because of the weather. It's so much warmer this week, but yeah, I mean, it's nice to play at home, so close to home in Florida. I mean, my last 6 events have been in Florida, so I mean, there's no better way to do that.
And I was going to ask how important not only this week is, but just this 2-week stretch, because you have the Founders Cup next week.
Yeah, it's nice to play in front of family and friends, and nice to play with past athletes, current athletes, and celebrities. It's a completely different, more of a relaxed vibe, and there's no better way to start off the year than playing in this event.
Hi, Nelly. You had such an incredible season last year, just a dream season.
Yeah.
What about this year with your expectations? How do you alter that? Do you think about, what you did last year, and how does that affect your approach this season?
I mean, last year is last year. When it comes to defending titles, I mean, the field's different. There's different girls in the field. The weather's different. The golf course could be different. So there's so many variabilities that go into the game of golf when you're defending that just completely changes it. So I try not to take that approach of I'm defending, and just take the approach of this is a new week, this is a new opportunity, and I'm prepared. I'm going to prepare my hardest and go into the week with a positive attitude.
And I wanted to ask you an overall question about the LPGA. With the organization in transition, looking for a new commissioner, what would be your ideal scenario for the LPGA in terms of schedule, prize money? What would be a dream scenario for you?
I mean, when it comes to schedule, just the flow in it, like when we're on the West Coast, having more of a flow in the West Coast schedule of having all our events kind of aligned, so we're not traveling from coast to coast in the U.S. Just making, I think, with scheduling, it's just about making it a little easier for us with travel. And then obviously, I mean, trying to grow the game as many ways as possible, being put on primetime TV, people investing in us and seeing our product. I think all you need is an opportunity, and hopefully we can continue getting those.
Amy?
Speaking of schedule, with winning 7 times last year, you have a lot of events I would imagine are already circled on your schedule as defending champion. How are you kind of plotting about your schedule for 2025?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a great flow in it. I mean, you start off the year in Florida with the 2 events, and I'm not going to play Asia, and then, you know, I'm going to go to the West Coast, start in Arizona, then Vegas, and then kind of you want to be primed for the majors, right? So scheduling around there, and then on top of that, you have to make sure that your body is 100%. So last year I had an injury towards the end of the year, so close. And so that's going to be my number one goal, is just to stay healthy. Like if my body's not feeling 100%, then I'm not going to push it.
Have you made any adjustments to your schedule for 2025 with that in mind, or are you going to kind of just see how it goes?
I'll see how it goes. I kind of have my first part of the year till Chevron kind of set. And then after that, it'll just be like how my body's feeling.
Mike Brodsky, Florida National News. Are there any celebrities that you're looking forward to meeting this weekend or playing with on the golf course this weekend?
Yeah, I heard that George Lopez is playing for the first time. I think that's exciting. I watched a bunch of shows with him growing up. And then my usual, I mean, I love playing with Derek Lowe, Kevin Millar, Chris Lane too. I really like him. So I usually request them. We'll see if I play with them. But I love this event because you create such great friendships, and then every year you come back and you're very excited to see everyone.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
All right, we'll open up the Zoom for a few. We'll start with Beth Ann. Sorry, Beth Ann, 1 second. All right, Beth Ann, you hear us?
Yes, I do.
Okay, there you go.
Hi.
Hi, Nelly. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What have you learned in recent years about managing expectations?
I mean, I just think that it's whatever pressure you put on yourself. I would say that golf is just very different, where, you know, there are a lot of variabilities where, you know, the course is playing different, you have different types of weather that you're playing in from this year to the past years, and then on top of that, there's a different field every year. So for me, it's just going in with a positive attitude and knowing that my work is done and that I'm just going to enjoy myself, because the added pressure never really helps, and it just kind of takes away from the fun that you can have while playing.
You had a short off season. Do you feel refreshed? And did you do the dog sledding in Utah?
I did. That was like more of like a one and done situation. It was really cool to experience, but I will probably be never doing that ever again. But it was really cool. And yeah, I feel refreshed. I went to the mountains for almost an entire week and spent some time at home, cooked some meals in my own kitchen. That was really nice. But it's been nice, like the past couple of months, actually, ending the season in Florida and beginning in Florida, you get to spend a little bit more time at home. So spending time around family always kind of re-energizes my batteries.
And if I could just ask a couple for the Sarasota paper. So does defending at home feel a little bit like a mini major to you going back to Bradenton?
I think I'm just going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully last year the crowds were amazing, so hopefully they come out again this year. And there's no better feeling than playing in front of family and friends and playing in front of a home crowd. So I'm just going to soak all that up and try to, take it a shot at a time and see where the week takes me.
Have you been back to Bradenton Country Club since
I have not, no. I wanted to go last week or the week before, but the weather was just so bad. And then on top of it, playing in Florida this time of year, it's like either you have to go out at 7:30 in the morning or you have to go out at 3 p.m. And I usually just play solo, so I play very fast. And with the weather this past week, I did not want to tee off at 7:30 in the morning.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
And then just lastly, with this being now the Founders Cup and this the 75-year anniversary of the tour, what does the significance of that milestone mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just about appreciating the people that were here and growing the game before you. I think this is, the Founders Cup, wherever it was or wherever it is. I think it's just about the appreciation of the pioneers and what they did to bring the game to what it is today.
Thank you.
We got time for a few more. Sarah?
Hey, Nelly. I know last year was just a whirlwind all the way through, from the golf course to off the golf course. For you, how proud are you of yourself for handling all of that? I mean, being in the biggest spotlights in the world and then also being in the big spotlights in golf.
Yeah, I mean, it was a year of definitely learning. I learned more about myself. I put myself in uncomfortable positions, but I saw a lot of growth in that. And then, I think it was also a year where I appreciated the people around me, the people that are very close to me a lot more, my core people and people that I could lean on through the ups and downs. And last year was definitely a very, very, very crazy year, but I'm also very grateful for the ups and downs because I think I learned a lot more about myself.
Where did you see the biggest growth in yourself? Is it just managing those ups and downs, or was there something that you're like, oh dang, I really grew in that area across the whole of 2024?
Yeah, I think it was just being more confident in who I am as a person, not conforming to what people want me to be, just be who I want to be, and just seeing more confidence in just myself, and also knowing that I have an amazing group of people around me and that I appreciate so much.
Awesome. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
And then we'll finish up with Jill.
Hey, Nelly, a couple quick questions for you. First of all, you talked about getting in some cooking. What's your go-to meal that you're famous for?
I've been cooking a lot of goulash, and then in Florida I cook a lot of whitefish too. So whitefish and veggies, roasted asparagus with garlic and any type of cheese, Parmesan cheese usually.
Sounds very healthy.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned George Lopez. What kind of draws you to him and his personality?
I just love the comedies he was in growing up. I mean, he always made me laugh. I haven't seen any of the shows or reruns from what I watched when I was a little kid, but he was someone that my brother and I always watched after school, any type of show, and just really excited to get to know him too.
Okay, and lastly, your thoughts on the Sayre Pak for Hills tournament, being canceled at this point. That's obviously one that you would have been defending. Your thoughts on that, and then also how that kind of sets up as the lead up to Chevron, given there's only a couple events in March now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously super unfortunate for the fans, the players, and everyone involved in the event not going back and playing that event. But, there's nothing you can really do about it. I know the LPGA worked tirelessly to make that event happen, but at the end of the day, there's not much you can do about that.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nelly. Best of luck this week. Thank you.